You know when you tell God, can't we go this way? The man, and that's okay to tell him, but to laugh at God. And what did God say? And God said, Sarah, your wife shall bear you a son indeed, and you shall call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him. God insisted. Now, if I was God, let me tell you, and better be happy I'm not God. You laughed at me. Do you know who I am? You laughed at me. You did what? Steam would come out of my nose, would come out of my ears. How dare you laugh at me? I am God. But you know God is love. God is love. He didn't get mad. But Abraham laughed at who? God. You think he was alone? Chapter 18. Sarah did the same thing. Let me show you. This family that you call family of faith was sustained by something beyond their faith. Chapter 18. The Lord appeared unto Abraham in the plains of Mamre. He sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and he saw 3 men coming. He ran to help them, called them in, and he took care of them. Next verse. He says, and he said, my Lord, if now I found favor in your sight, pass not away, I pray, from your servant. Next verse. A little water, I pray you. Next verse. And then, while they sat there, I'll fetch a morsel of bread and I'll cook for you. And they said, God, do as you've said. The next verse says, Abraham hastened into the tent, and Sarah said, make ready quickly. He's telling Sarah was so tired of waiting on God. She didn't even come to welcome visitors, Yakoa. And so, next verse, verse 7. Abraham ran into the herd. They prepared the meat. These are angels, by the way. The Lord is one of them with 2 angels. Okay. And then the next verse says, he took butter, he made it, he stood by them as they ate. Now, as they ate, they said unto him, where is Sarah, your wife? He said, she's in the tent. There's one thing he didn't say. She's tired of waiting on God. God said, I will certainly return unto you according to this time of life. And look, Sarah, your wife, shall have a son. Now, like a typical woman, she didn't come to take care of the visitors, but she's on the tent side. Listen. She's listening. And Abraham is talking with God and his 2 angels. Now God tells Abraham, I'll suddenly return unto this time of life. According to the time of life, Sarah shall have a son. And Sarah had it in the tent door which was behind him. And she said, I believe you, God, great and mighty, faithful God. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age. It ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of women. Therefore, because they were old, and it had ceased to be with her after the manner of women, Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I'm waxed old, shall I have pleasure? My Lord also being old. My Lord is written off, I'm also written off. She laughed. Now, who of them still has faith in that house? Papa Abraham, finished. Mama Sarah, finished. Why should a miracle happen in that house? Except there is something stronger working for them. What is that stronger thing? God loved Abraham. God loved Sarah. God loved this family. He planned to do something mighty through this family. I'll save nations through your family. So even when you're weak and failing, I'll hold on to you by love. And my love will work for you even when you have failed. Put your hands together for Jesus for that. You know why? Because love covers the multitude of sins. This is the same man, our father, who went and lied about his wife, saying she's my sister. Now me, if I did that with Winfred, okay? If I did that with her, I think I would have World War III in my house more than worry about. I mean, how do you give away your wife to another man? That is fear. Isn't that fear? That's fear. I will cover it and I will not say it concerning you. Being not weak in faith, he Now, this is where men fall out of church and say the Bible contradicts itself. We know that Abraham and Sarah considered their bodies, but this chapter says he considered not. It's because they don't know the nature of God. God is love. He's not lying. God is not lying. When God says this, Pastor Patrick, he's not lying. He's speaking from the nature of love. When he says Abraham was not weak in faith, stronger than the power of the grave, constant through the trials and the change. One thing remains. One thing remains. I said one thing remains. Your love never fails. Your love never fails, Lord. Never. Your love never fails, Lord. Never fails. Never. Your love never fails me, Lord. Never fails. Your love never fails. Never gives up. Never runs out on me. Never fails. Your love never fails. Never gives up. Never runs out on me. Your love never fails. Let's go. Never gives up. Never runs out. Your love never fails. Your love never fails. Never gives up. Never runs out on me. Your love. Your love. Celebrate your love. Oh, you celebrate your love. Oh, we celebrate your love. We celebrate your love, your love. Your love, your love. And the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, and the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Ghost be with you. See you next Wednesday. Keep time. I'll begin speaking at 7 o'clock. Come early. God bless you. See you next week. Love you. Mwah. Say hello to somebody on your way out. Your love never fails. Oh, oh, your love out on. As the others get out, those of you who want to give your life to Jesus, private moment, you can walk to the front. You can just walk to where I am. I'm gonna wait for you. As the others leave, if you want to give your life to Jesus, you want to receive the wonderful and amazing love of God, just walk to the front and I'll pray with you and lead you to the throne of God. Feel free to walk to the front. We love you and we care for you. And the ushers, if you spot such people, feel free to come. Don't be afraid. We've all done this before. Oh, feel free to walk to the front if you want to give your life to Jesus. Keep time next Wednesday. Be on time. Your love. Your love. Give me your word, and it's burning inside of my heart, ready to go with love in my heart, wherever you lead. Does he want to give his life to the Lord? For you, and glorify, I shout your fame, I'm totally committed to you. I live for you.
Shout your face,
totally